What if the solutions to the world's biggest problems, climate change, water scarcity, and inequality, aren't being developed in government offices or research labs, but in the smallest and most remote communities across the globe? Today, we'll explore the stories of 5 extraordinary small communities tackling enormous challenges, proving that even the tiniest groups of people can drive profound change. Small communities are often underestimated. With limited resources and little global recognition, they could easily fade into the background, but the reality is quite the opposite. These communities, connected by shared challenges and a deep sense of collaboration, are transforming their circumstances in ways that offer lessons for us all. In this video, we'll explore 5 powerful stories: a Swedish town achieving energy independence, a Kenyan village solving water scarcity, an Alaskan community adapting to climate change, a Bangladeshi initiative ensuring education during floods, and an Amazonian tribe preserving biodiversity. Let's dive into these inspiring stories and discover how small actions can lead to big solutions. Our first story takes us to Simris, a tiny village in Sweden with just 400 residents. At first glance, it's an ordinary rural town. But Simris has achieved something that cities 100 times its size are still struggling with: energy independence. Simris generates 100% of its electricity from renewable sources. The village uses a combination of wind turbines, solar panels, and biogas generators to produce its power. But their success isn't just about technology, it's about community effort. Residents actively participate in reducing energy consumption by insulating homes, switching to energy-efficient appliances, and relying on bikes instead of cars. What's more, Simris doesn't just produce energy, it stores it too. During sunny or windy days, excess power is saved for later use, ensuring a consistent supply year-round. This system has allowed Simris to reduce its carbon footprint dramatically, inspiring other communities across Sweden and beyond to follow suit. The lesson here is simple. Even a small group of people, when united, can tackle monumental issues like climate change. Simris shows us that the path to sustainability doesn't require grand cities. It requires dedication and smart planning. In rural Kenya, water scarcity is a daily reality. For years, families walked miles every day to fetch water from distant wells, leaving little time for work or education. But one small community decided to change their fate. Led by a group of women, the village came together to design and install a rainwater harvesting system. During the rainy season, these systems capture and store water in large tanks, ensuring a steady supply even during the dry months. This initiative didn't stop there. With the help of local NGOs, they built an intricate irrigation network to nourish their crops, transforming their once barren fields into thriving farmland. The impact was immediate and profound. Children, no longer burdened by long walks for water, returned to school. Women, now freed from daily water collection, started small businesses and farming cooperatives. The improved agriculture provided food security and boosted the village's economy. This story isn't just about solving water scarcity, it's about empowerment. By taking charge of their future, this community has redefined what's possible for rural villages facing similar challenges. Their success serves as a blueprint for tackling water crises across the globe. Climate change isn't just an abstract concept in Shishmaref, Alaska, it's a daily battle for survival. This small Arctic community of fewer than 600 people faces rising sea levels and melting permafrost that threaten to erase their village from the map. Shishmaref has become a symbol of resilience in the face of overwhelming odds. Residents have implemented innovative measures to slow erosion, such as building natural barriers along the shoreline and relocating infrastructure to higher ground. But their efforts extend beyond physical adaptation. The community has also committed to preserving their traditional knowledge, passing down skills like sustainable hunting, fishing, and crafting to future generations. While Shishmaref's future remains uncertain, their story highlights the urgent need for global action on climate change. At the same time, it serves as an inspiring example of how small communities can adapt and innovate, even in the harshest conditions. In the low-lying areas of Bangladesh, annual floods disrupt almost every aspect of life, including education. Schools often close for weeks, leaving children behind in their studies. But one small community came up with a solution that floats, literally. Floating schools, built on boats, travel to villages, ensuring uninterrupted education during floods. These innovative classrooms are equipped with solar panels, computers, and libraries, making them as effective as traditional schools. They also double as healthcare clinics, delivering vital services to isolated communities. This initiative has transformed lives in these flood-prone areas. Children no longer have to choose between their safety and their education. Families gain access to healthcare and learning resources that were previously out of reach. And most importantly, the community is prepared to face the increasing impacts of climate change. Floating schools represent the power of thinking outside the box, or in this case, building outside the box. They prove that no challenge is too great when innovation meets determination. Our final story takes us to the Amazon rainforest, one of the most biodiverse regions on Earth. Here, indigenous communities are leading the fight to preserve this vital ecosystem in the face of deforestation and climate change. The Yawanawa people of Brazil have been at the forefront of this effort. They've implemented sustainable reforestation programs, planting thousands of native trees and protecting endangered species. But their work isn't just about conservation, it's about cultural preservation. They've partnered with scientists to document the medicinal properties of plants, ensuring their knowledge is shared and respected worldwide. This approach is gaining international recognition as a model for sustainable living. By combining traditional wisdom with modern science, these communities are showing the world how to live in harmony with nature. The Yawanawa and other indigenous groups remind us of the importance of protecting not just our ecosystems, but the people who have cared for them for generations. Their story is a call to action for all of us to support and learn from their efforts. From energy independence in Sweden to biodiversity preservation in the Amazon, these stories reveal the incredible power of small communities. They prove that change doesn't require massive resources or global recognition. It requires ingenuity, collaboration, and a commitment to act. The question now is, what can we learn from these communities, and how can we apply those lessons in our own lives? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to support this channel. Together, we can amplify these stories and inspire even more change.